Once upon a time, there lived a widow who had 2 daughters. The elder was her spitting image in both looks and temper, so much so that anyone who saw her knew she must be the widow's daughter. They were both so disagreeable and so proud that there was no living with them. The younger daughter, however, was the very picture of her father for her sweetness and good temper. She was also one of the most beautiful girls ever seen. As people naturally love their own kind, this mother doted on her elder daughter and had a strong dislike for the younger one. She made her eat in the kitchen and work continually. One of the poor girl's many tasks was to go twice a day and draw water from a spring about half a mile from the house, bringing it back in a large pitcher. One day, as she was at the spring, a poor woman came up to her and begged for a drink. "Oh, yes, with all my heart, goody," said this pretty little girl. She immediately rinsed her pitcher and, scooping up some water from the clearest part of the spring, she held it up to the woman so she could drink easily. When the good woman had finished, she said, "You are so pretty, so good, and so kind, that I must give you a gift." This was actually a fairy who had taken the form of a poor country woman to see just how kind and good-natured this young girl was. "I will give you a gift," the fairy continued, "that with every word you speak, either a flower or a precious stone shall fall from your mouth." When the young girl got home, her mother scolded her for being so late. "I beg your pardon, Mamma," said the poor girl, "for not being home sooner." As she spoke these words, there fell from her lips to roses, to pearls, and to large diamonds. "What is this I see?" cried her mother, astonished. "I do believe flowers and diamonds are coming out of your mouth. How does this happen, my child?" This was the first time she had ever called her my child. The poor girl naively told her everything that had happened, with flowers and diamonds dropping from her lips all the while. "Truly," said the mother, "I must send my own dear daughter there. Fanny, look what comes out of your sister's mouth when she speaks. Wouldn't you be glad, my dear, to have the same gift? You only have to go and draw water from the spring, and when a poor woman asks you for a drink, give it to her very politely." "You want me to go to the spring?" said the rude, proud girl. "Not a chance." "I want you to go," said the mother, "and right now." So she went, but she grumbled the whole way, taking with her the best silver pitcher from the house. No sooner had she reached the spring than she saw a lady, magnificently dressed, walking out of the woods, who came and asked for a drink. This was the same fairy who had appeared to her sister, but she had now taken on the look of a princess to see how rude this girl would be. "Am I here just to serve you water?" said the proud, ill-bred girl. "I suppose you think I brought this silver pitcher just for you. You can drink from the spring if you're thirsty." "You are not very polite," answered the fairy, without getting angry. "Well then, since you are so disobliging and so proud, I will give you a gift to match. From this day forward, with every word you speak, a snake or a toad shall fall from your mouth." The moment her mother saw her coming, she cried out, "Well, my daughter." "Well, what, mother?" answered the rude girl, and as she spoke, a snake and a toad fell from her mouth. "Oh, mercy!" cried the mother. "What do I see? It is all your sister's fault. She will pay for this." And immediately she ran to beat her. The poor child fled and went to hide in the forest nearby. The king's son, who was returning from hunting, met her, seeing how beautiful she was. He asked her what she was doing there all alone and why she was crying. "Alas, sir, my mother has driven me from home," the king's son, seeing 5 or 6 pearls and as many diamonds fall from her mouth, asked her to explain how this could be. She told him her whole story. The king's son fell in love with her, and considering that such a gift was worth more than any dowry, he took her to his father's palace and married her. As for her sister, she made herself so hated that her own mother drove her away. The miserable girl, having wandered for a long time without finding anyone to take her in, went to a corner of the woods, and there she was left to her own unhappiness. And so we see that kindness and a good heart are often rewarded in the most unexpected ways, while vanity and cruelty lead only to misery. Thank you for listening to this story with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more easy English stories. See you next time.